Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know, my name is Aria. I am a passionate musician that loves creating and sharing music with others. Music is something that we can enjoy from all walks of life, and it's something to express your emotions, do some storytelling, and really connect us to each other. So if you're looking around and you're like, what is this setup? I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm doing kind of a sit down talk video, and I was thinking, I've had my channel for about a month now, and all y'all don't even know the first thing about me other than my name and what I do. So, I'm gonna do a little introductory video, get to know me, but the twist is I'm going to get ChatGPT to ask me questions. So, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so I guess my first little introduction is I'm 20 years old. I am a part-time student and part-time musician. I am studying education. I hope to be a educational psychologist and or musician. Yeah, I really enjoy what I do, and I'm excited to be on this YouTube journey. And just a quick reminder, please use ChatGPT responsibly. Here I'm using it to ask me questions to make it a little bit easier to do my job today. But please use it responsibly. There's no reason to have it write your essay or have it write you a whole blown project. Be responsible. Okay, so the first question is, what is your name? Well, my name is Aria. My parents really like the opera, so that's kind of how they got that name. I've always had comments on it growing up that like, oh my gosh, no way you sing and your name's Aria, and I don't know, it's kind of a nice thing. It's definitely a conversation starter if I'm in a group with lots of musicians and songwriters and things like that. Okay, the next question is, do you have any siblings or pets? I have a younger brother and I have a dog. She is a Corgi Golden Retriever, we think. And her name's Buddy. She's so sweet. I love her. Next question. Favorite holiday? Any holiday. Any holiday that I'm with family and we're chilling and we're having a good time. What do you like to do when you're not working on music? Okay, so when I'm not working on music, I love to read. I read a lot of classics. My favorite author is Virginia Woolf, so I read a lot of her books. But other than that, I'm pretty dedicated to music. I'm pretty like day in, day out, pretty music oriented. All right. Do you like traveling? I do. I love traveling. I actually was fortunate enough to do a little bit of traveling with a choir. We went to London a few years ago and I got to sing some gospel style music at Cadogan Hall in London. It was a really, really cool experience. I highly recommend traveling, especially at a young age. This year I hope to go to Switzerland, Germany, and Italy as like a combination kind of trip. And then I hope to end up in Greece if I can do that this year. I just think it's so important to do this when you're young and to explore and find out things about yourself and just have adventure. It's so, so, so important. Please travel if you can. Okay, the next question is, are you introverted or extroverted? I am both. I I swear I am both. I don't know if it's possible. People are like, "Oh, you're a little bit more extroverted," or, "Oh, you're a little bit more introverted." I am smack dab in the middle. I have times where I'm like, "Leave me alone. I want to be in my bed, chill." But I love a little extroverted moment too. I find that I love people too. So, I'm kind of in that middle ground somewhere. All right. What's one thing that instantly makes you happy? Music and my dog. If you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be? I would say confident, silly, and musical, probably. Probably those are my 3. Maybe funky, throw that in there. I like to think I'm a little bit of a funky person. Funky personality kind of thing. Now we're getting into about my music journey a little bit. All right, the first one is, what inspired you to start singing and writing songs? So, from a very young age, I started in singing lessons. I am classically trained, and I really, really enjoyed it. I became really obsessed with like manipulating your voice to produce certain sounds. So I would try to impersonate certain artists that I've heard online or on the radio. And I would find that I just became so deep into it. I really liked rock music. I spent a lot of time listening to Oasis with my family, and it just was like a source of energy for me. And I became really interested in the songwriting process. Okay, who are my biggest musical influences? That's such a good question. I I find that I'm most influenced by music that is genreless. It kind of like merges the sorry, merges the grounds between certain genres. So, for example, Jacob Collier does a wonderful job of this. I'm just in awe of what he does. I'd say he's like a huge inspiration of mine. And same with Sammy Ray and the Friends. I really, really love their work. And then as well, I really like jazz music. Ella Fitzgerald, I love her so much. She's just beautiful. And the way she treats her voice like an instrument is just amazing. Her vibrato is just especially smooth, and her expression when she's speaking and when she's singing is just out of this world. Just serve me tomatoes and mashed potatoes. Give me the simple life. Do you remember the first song you ever wrote? What was it about? Oh my gosh. Okay, so the first song I ever wrote was for a friend. She was moving away, and I was really sad about it. And I think it was like, friendship is the key. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I want you to stay. You won't go away. Something like that. The next question is, what is the most played song on your playlist right now? Okay, I'm gonna have to go find my phone. I'll be right back. Did I leave it somewhere? Oh my gosh. That is not a good moment for me. Oh dear. Okay, so I'd say my most listened to artist right now would be Doechii. And I also really have been listening to a lot of Maggie Rogers. I covered one of her songs actually on my shorts, so you can go check that one out if you're interested. What do you hope people feel or take away from your music? I hope that people feel a sense of understanding. Music is so powerful in conveying messages. The best thing you can do as a musician is to tell your story, but also keep that story for yourself. I almost see it like you're giving someone a looking glass and they can look through to kind of peer into glimpses of your life, but you're not outright sharing that story. So I hope that people can take away glimpses from my life that resonate with them and their own stories. I hope that people feel understood and feel seen on their journey in life. You know, we're all in different stages of our life. We're all figuring our shit out. We're all just trying to get through the day. But if you can hear something and listen to something that makes you feel good, that makes you feel like there's more out there, I think that's a really special thing. What advice would you give to someone who wants to start singing or songwriting? Stop doubting yourself. That is the one thing I would tell people. There's so many people out there that have an opinion. If you've ever heard me talk about music, something that I like to tell people is, you know, when you get to a certain level of understanding something, it's just people arguing their opinions. You know, there is no right or wrong when it comes to music. There's just a lot of opinions. And people have lots of opinions on, you know, oh, you should be doing this differently. You know, you shouldn't be using your voice in that way. That isn't a style that matches your voice. There's so many things that people will say. But keep true to yourself. Keep believing. Keep having and holding power to your voice, to your story, and convey that in the way that works for you. And enjoy it. Have fun. So we've answered quite a few questions. If you have any more questions for me, though, feel free to drop them in the comments below and tell me what you think I should cover next, what you might be interested in hearing.